knocked it out of the park. So don't fear, you've got it.
Just compose myself for a minute. I'm glad I have notes. What you think is nothing is about to become everything. What you do does make a difference in eternity. Have you ever considered yourself an answer to prayer? God has placed you just where He wanted you to be. You being here on mission is not a coincidence. These are just a few of the points that were shared during our morning devotion times when all of us would gather together, all 38, 37 of us would gather together each morning. We sometimes feel or think we are about the business of God. Take this trip. We were doing eye exams, giving eyeglasses to those who needed them, haircuts, medicine, physical therapy, manicures, a listening ear to each person that walked in, and an invitation for them to come back to or enter into the kingdom and family of God. But honestly, we had no clue. He did not desire to only move for the people of Mexico. He was on the move for us too. Our hearts, our team as a whole, our group of 9, and each of us individually. And He still is. Isaiah 55 says this, and it's titled An Invitation to the Thirsty. Come, all who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? Listen to me, and eat what is good, and you will delight in the richest of fare. Give ear and come to me. Listen, that you may live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you, my faithful love promised to David. See, I have made him a witness to the peoples, a ruler and commander of the peoples. Surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations you do not know will come running to you, because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for He has endowed you with splendor. Seek the Lord while He may be found. Call on Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways, and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and He will have mercy on them, and to our God, for He will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts. The church we were at on Monday and Tuesday was pretty large. They had done quite a bit of promotion for OSI coming, so it wasn't too big of a surprise that we saw a lot of people. I believe that there were well into the upper 200s that came to the Lord within those 2 days. Over. Okay, 207 for the first church. Yeah. The church we were at on Wednesday through Friday was smaller, and it appeared that they hadn't done much advertising. There were very few people, Michelle kind of talked about this, that came on that first day. I don't even know if they had any youngsters that day. 3, and they all came at the end. So naturally, there was talk of acknowledging that the number of people coming was quite a bit less, and to not let that discourage or lessen, knowing that each person that came was important, and they were. It could have been easy to focus on the numbers versus the impact, and I think that some may have, and that's only natural. Yet this is where the absolute goodness of God begins to reveal itself. Dr. Sama shared that normally, once a church is chosen by OSI, because I know that they go through like an application process, he goes and meets with the minister and possibly his wife for maybe 30 minutes to a touch point with them. So for whatever reason, that had not happened with the minister of the second church. And when we arrived on Wednesday, the minister, Oscar, he was in a wheelchair with a broken foot. And I think that it had just happened maybe the previous day, or maybe that week. And I have to say, when I saw him, I was caught by something. I couldn't put to words what I sensed or what I saw. So I just kind of sat with the Lord and not knowing, and just went about doing what we were doing.